So welcome everybody tonight. I have the honor of sharing some testimonies with you, people's lives who've been totally changed in a very positive way by this company, Pure. I'll start with my own. My husband and I first looked at this 10 years ago, and I thought I was too busy to get involved on the business side, but I knew the products were good. And so I said, give me everything they've got. I want that VIP package. I want that big thing. Just because I saw it as saving me time. I could tell from my research that I'd done that they knew their stuff. Didn't really expect big results, but within days, my insomnia was gone. By the end of the week, my son, who'd had horrible, horrible constipation issues, those were totally resolved. My husband, who'd struggled with severe depression, that was gone in about 6 weeks' time. My severely autistic nephew was speaking after 3 months. We were told he would never speak. And I think also between my husband and I, we lost about 50 pounds in 3 months. And we weren't really trying. And so all these things combined really kind of made me take note. And I started to really try to figure out what this was all about. It's now been 10 years. We've helped tens of thousands of people throw prescriptions in the trash. Very proud of that, being somebody who used to write hundreds of prescriptions a day as a PA. But we also help at least one person a month quit their full-time job because they're making so much here just part-time on the side with Pure. And so tonight I get to share a lot of different testimonies, and I'm so excited about you guys hearing from some other people. And so first I'm gonna bring on my very good friend, Sybil. And it's funny, Sybil and I played soccer together when we were youngins. And we've recently re-met and reconnected through Pure, and there is Sybil. And so Sybil, I would love for you to share with everybody tonight how Pure has changed your life in a positive way.
I will. Thank you. Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, cool. Because this is the first time I've done this. And I just got home from the gym. So I'm sorry, but I'm a single mom and you got to go when you can go, when your parents can watch your kid. So, hey, everybody, I'm Sybil. I live in Tallahassee, Florida with my 4-year-old son. I've been a registered nurse for 16 years. I did labor and delivery for 13 years. And then the past 3, I've been in outpatient infusion at the cancer center. And I administer chemotherapy every day. So for that whole 16 years, was living paycheck to paycheck and so sick of it. I was looking for something that was going to help me financially, that wasn't going to take more time away from Tucker than 40 hours a week already was. That's already too much. So when Pure fell into my lap, I knew immediately that I wanted to do it. Like I said, I was living paycheck to paycheck. So my biggest hurdle was, where am I going to come up with the money to do this? And I had actually recently paid all my credit cards off. So applying for a new one was not an option for me. But I love and trust my mom. And I said, will you please take a look at this video? And do you see the potential that I do? She called me that night and said, yes. And not only that, but I will give you the money to do the investment. And so I called and I was like, I'm in, sign me up. So I signed up. And was just so excited that really, I was so determined to make my investment back even quicker because I was paying her back. I made it back in 2 weeks and just since have such financial freedom, I cannot even explain. A check is deposited every week. I don't worry about going to dinner with friends. I don't worry about when my car battery died. I was like, oh, you need $200 for a new car battery? Here's my debit card. I have it. I know that sounds silly, but when you struggle and you're concerned about where is that money going to come from, it's really stressful, as many of you know. As far as health-wise, I sleep like a baby. I had surgery on my wrist. My other wrist was hurting, and I had so many steroid shots in it, the doctor finally said, no more shots. It's time for surgery again. Well, that was going to be 2 weeks out of work in a cast, on and on and on. That was the week I got my products and I started them. 2 weeks later, my wrist doesn't hurt anymore. Either one of them. There's no amount of money you can put on that right there to not be in pain. So I could go on and on and on, but I don't think Rachel wanted me to talk during this whole meeting. So not only that, because I shared everything I love so much about this company, I did win the cruise that we went on 2 weeks ago. I wish we were still there. We had so much fun. This company is amazing. Rachel and all of our leaders have set the steps up. Guys, the hardest decision is to decide to join. Everything else is smooth sailing after that. You can do it. It's going to change your life. It's awesome. I hope to see you in 7 days in Jacksonville, Pure Fire. And
she's got some.
Last thing, I've gotten part of my costume for the 80s party. Look out.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you so much, Sybil. And so you guys got to hear from Sybil. We have all kinds of people sharing tonight, all walks of life. We've got Mike. It looks like he's in the car. Mike Clayton is going to share he and his wife's story tonight. So Mike, go ahead. The mic is yours.
Hi, Rachel. Thank you for bringing me on tonight. And Sybil, I can't wait to see that costume, the rest of it, I think. But Rachel, tomorrow is going to be 6 months since we had our first call with you and I and Kathy, and we jumped into Pure. I knew that it was going to be something, but I had no clue what it was going to be in the end. To look back over 6 months, a cruise with you guys to the Grand Turk Islands, the finances, the health, but the ability to help other people. When you asked me 6 months ago, why did I want to get into this? I said to help other people. And I had no idea the way that we were going to be able to help. We've had a couple of people who have been able to quit their jobs. I'm 2 or 3 people that have been able to upgrade their cars. The list goes on and on. But then the testimonials of health. To have someone call you and tell you that after 10 years of not having any feeling in their feet, they now have feeling restored. They have pain, others that pain's leaving, all kinds of things. So I look at how close we came to not watching that video that John sent me, your brother John. I was very close to not watching it. It was one of the best things I've ever done. And I want to thank you and Javier, Josh, John, the leadership that we have. It's amazing. Thank you, guys.
All right. Drive safe, Mike. Thank you for jumping on and sharing. And so next I'm going to go straight to my sweet friend, Vicki. All 3 of these people you've heard from tonight were on a cruise with us last week. I think some of us are still rocking from the ship. And also all 3 of these people you've heard from so far got involved in the company between 4 to 6 months ago. So Vicki, please share you and Jerry's story tonight.
He actually just walked in the door.
Yay!
He's like hiding over in the corner.
No, come on, Jerry.
You can come over if you want to say hi. So we got involved about 6 months ago, and our journey actually started with a prayer that I had in my driveway. I was praying that God would just place some godly people in my life, and He answered my prayer so unexpectedly. That evening, I got a call from my friend saying, hey, I've got a business opportunity. I want you to take a look at it. We jumped in. We're both in healthcare. I have a clinical degree. Jerry's in healthcare administration. And we saw it for the health benefits as well as an investment opportunity. And within 6 months, God has blessed us so much. We have earned about $15,000. We earned a trip to the Keys, which unfortunately we were unable to go. And then we earned the Pure Cruise, which was absolutely phenomenal. We had the best time with so many incredible people that I can now call my very good friends. And so health-wise, the testimonies are just endless. I had chronic neck pain for about 2 years. My neurosurgeon said there was nothing I could do about it. Just, too many athletics and birthdays. I have no more neck pain because of the products. I'm sleeping like a baby. My mom, who had colon cancer 7 years ago and had part of her colon removed, had chronic diarrhea since that surgery. It's resolved. She actually called us when we were on the cruise and said, you're not going to believe this. I was just at the eye doctor and I've been wearing contacts for 40 years and I see better now without them. And I got to throw them in the trash in front of the eye doctor. So she was ecstatic over that. So, I mean, we have so many health stories. But back to my prayer back in my driveway 6 months ago, I just didn't see the connection with Pure and that prayer and until maybe weeks in. And the friendships that developed with past friends, present friends, and the friends I met on the cruise, I have just had an answer to that prayer. And I feel like God has more than honored my prayer with just providing the best leadership from you, Rachel. And I don't know, I'm just super blessed. Do you have anything to add?
It's a great company. The leadership from the company is obviously, I've been pleasantly surprised with. It's been just fantastic. The company is rock solid. The financials has been rock solid. And I'm just so glad we did this. We don't have a lot of time, obviously, but we're getting time back. And the products are fantastic. And I can't say any more about it.
Well, we're looking forward to diving with you guys in Maui in a couple of
Yes,
weeks.
we're so close.
That's our next trip. Thank you guys for jumping on tonight. It was good to see you again. So now we're going to bring up my friend Trish. Trish has been in here for a number of years. She'll share her story. So I can't wait for you guys to hear from her. Go ahead, Trish.
Hey, Rachel, thank you for having me on. I cannot wait to meet all the new people that have just come into the company next week. But my name is Trish Muehlstein. I live in Orlando, Florida. I am the mother of 4 and a multiple business owner. I own a swim school, a personal training company, and a wellness group. And when I saw this business and the products 5 years ago, I was completely blown away because I knew what they were talking about was truth. Like Rachel will tell you, we knew that we needed to get our body alkaline. We knew that we needed vitamins, minerals, phytonutrients, and they were all contained in this easy to use system that was kid friendly. And so to me, that was super, super important. So I jumped right in with a big pack, started all my kids on the product, started my family, my friends, my clients, and my professional athletes. And I'm not talking baby little professional athletes. I'm talking Super Bowl champions and seasoned veterans that have been playing and being the best of the best for 10 plus years. And so what I have seen over the past 5 years with the results of them taking these products and my clients is just mind blowing. We have changed hundreds, if not thousands of lives with these products. Just want to share a brief little story. I started working with a client a year ago who's a 3-time cancer survivor. I started working with her a year ago because she was diagnosed with Crohn's and colitis. About 6 months ago, I finally got her to get onto the Pure products and get on a regimen. And on Monday, just this past Monday, we got the results from her PET scan and her colonoscopy. She was all clear, okay? And she doesn't have to go back for a colonoscopy for 3 years. That is enormous. So do not wait to get your family, your friends, and your loved ones, and everyone you can possibly run into onto these products because hands down, they work. So thank you, Rachel, for having me on tonight. And I just don't wait. That's all I can say. Don't wait.
Thank you so much, Trish, for coming on and sharing your story tonight. And for those of you who don't know, we have a big event happening here in Jacksonville next weekend, March 2nd, and she is one of our featured speakers. So I can't wait for you guys to hear from Trish. So next we're jumping to Brett. Brett is one of our newer users of Pure products. He also has a fabulous story. So I'm excited for you guys to hear from him tonight. Hi, Brett.
Hey, Rachel. Hey, everybody. Like Rachel said, my name's Brett Johnson. I'm from Valdosta, Georgia. I've lived here for about 15 years with my wife and my 2 kids. I've worked in human resources for the past 15 years for a local real estate development company. And Pure came into my life about 4 months ago. And It came at the right time because most of you may seen or may not have seen, but I live with type 1 diabetes, and I'm coming up on my 4th year anniversary with that on April 1st. And over these last 4 years, it's been a life-changing experience, one that's been I've had to kind of do things a little bit differently than, most people do with their diet, and not eating things that I shouldn't eat, and have a support system around me. But I've been struggling with my A1C, and that is your 3-month look back of your blood sugar. And so for the last few years, it's teeter-tottered back between 8.3 and 8.2. So I haven't been able to find a good balance to reduce that with just the conventional diet and exercise. Well, lo and behold, in October, Pure came into our life, and thanks to some good friends here introducing it to me, I've been able to get on the system. And over the last few months, I've noticed that my glycemic control is much more stable, and I'm finding that my numbers are now dropping on average almost a full point equivalent in my A1C count. I just had my labs done the other day, and looking forward to the results tomorrow, and hopefully within the next few weeks I'll have a 1-point reduction. So I encourage you guys to take advantage of this and see what it can do for your health. It's amazing the support that we have around us. I'm so encouraged by the leadership here, the faithfulness of Rachel and Kristen and Lindley and Josh and so many others I haven't mentioned, but just see what it can do for your family. Just jump in. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Brett. Thank you for sharing. You guys, we have so many type 1 and type 2 diabetes testimonies. He's just one. I literally was like, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Which one of them am I going to pull on tonight? So thank you for sharing, Brett. Next, you guys, I'm jumping to Lindy and Kristen. I can't wait to hear what they're going to share tonight. So take it away, guys.
Hi, I'm Kristen Hendricks from Tallahassee, Florida, and typically I hop on here and I'm all about the income testimonies because that is why we joined. We've been in about a little over 6 months. We are just north of a 6-figure residual income, so the financial opportunity is very real. There's not another business model out there that will certainly pay you while you sleep, and there's absolutely no business model out there that will pay you for the work that you did today 9 years from now. But I'm actually not going to talk about the income testimonies today. I'm going to tell you about a health testimony that our family personally experienced, and we've been blown away. So my daughter, Lindy, 16 years old, this past December had major reconstructive surgery. And so the doctors had warned us this was going to be a very long road of recovery, especially for a 16-year-old. She had jaw surgery, and they cut each side of her jaw. They extended her jaw forward 2.5 inches, and she has 3 screws on each side for life. So we knew we were in for a long road of recovery. So at her 2.5-week checkup, the doctors were shocked at how quickly she had started healing. And at 5.5 weeks, what was supposed to be a 6-month care, they actually released her from their care. They actually cleared her also to be able to cheer in a national high school cheerleading competition in Orlando 2 weeks ago. So she was thrilled that she was able to do that and not be under the doctor's care for 6 months like they had prepared her for. So Lindy, why don't you give just a little snippet?
Hi, I'm Lindy. I'm the one who had surgery. And at first I thought it was going to be like really quick. I thought I'd be fine. They told me it was going to be a long process, but I was like, yeah, like I'm fine. It'll be whatever. Well, I got home from the hospital, and I realized I was wrong. And it was really bad. It was miserable. And I didn't think I was going to make it through. My mom made me take all these different things, Go-Yen, these smoothies, just all these things through a syringe because I wasn't allowed to eat. After about a week and a half, I realized I would live, I would be fine. And after 2 weeks, I actually started eating again, which I wasn't supposed to, but I was able to, and it made me feel a lot better. It really helped me through. And my face wasn't fat anymore, so that was big. That was a big plus. My face was big.
So we have been blown away at just how the swelling has completely gone down. And it's just a true testament that when you flood your body with amazing products that your body can heal in ways that doctors really can't even predict.
Love it. Thank you guys so much for jumping on and sharing. And for those of you who didn't hear, because she kind of skirted past it so fast in the beginning, she just said after being in the business for 6 months, she's making north of a 6-figure residual income. Just in case you can't do the math really quick, 6 figures is $100,000 a year. Divide that by 52 weeks. It's about $2,000 a week residual income. How would that change your life if 6 months from now you were making $2,000 a week? You can really do whatever you want to do here. I get to now bring on my very good friend, Melissa Urban. She is up in New Jersey. She's been in this business for over 4 years, and I cannot wait for you to hear her story. Hi, Melissa.
Hi, Rachel. Hi, everyone. Thank you for letting me share my story. Actually, in 2 days, it is my 5-year anniversary with Pure. So it's kind of mind-blowing. I live in New Jersey. I'm married and have 2 boys that are 17 and 21 now. And I was that person who walked away from my full-time career when they were little, to stay home and raise my kids, and not really knowing, after years and years of being out of the workforce, who would hire me. I actually got involved in group fitness and certified in 4 different programs that I taught for almost 10 years to help motivate, inspire people on their health journey. But we lived off one stream of income for quite a long time, and learned that's not the wisest thing to do. So looking and praying for something, Pure was really a gift for our family. I immediately saw the health aspect when this was shared with me, and I dove all in with the VIP package, thinking we just need to flood our household with this. We were definitely a household that my kids were sick when they were younger. Actually, one of my sons had asthma. He was born with asthma. They had eczema. They had allergies. They always had bronchitis or the flu. And I just thought every household had that kind of thing going on. I thought I was a healthy person. I didn't know what I didn't know. And flooding our household with this nutrition changed everything. I mean, I literally witnessed people's moods changing, our allergies go away, my joint pain go away, sleep improving, energy improved. I watched blood pressure and cholesterol and weight issues resolve, and I was a believer. So I started sharing this message, part-time on the side in the nooks and crannies of my day. And, my first year created a 5-figure residual income that continued to double every single year, and cause us to now be able to pay our son's college education in cash. So we are truly blessed to have Pure in our lives. We've earned trips around the world, cruises to Mexico, Bora Bora. I've been to Korea and back with Rachel, and we're just getting started. So if you're looking at this, I highly encourage you. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Your health is an investment. Your finances can be radically changed by just introducing this to one person a day. It has changed our lives. Even my mom, who's 74, who had fibromyalgia, has had life-changing results with this nutrition, and is traveling to Australia for a month with a suitcase full of products because she does not want to leave home without it. She even lost 14 pounds on our detox program. She looks amazing. She feels amazing. And we're just truly blessed. So thank you for letting me share my story. And I hope we get to meet everybody really soon.
I'm sure you will. Thank you, Melissa, for jumping on. And thank you to everybody else. I just saw that my mom is on, who is 75 and lives up in the mountains of North Georgia. So hi, Mom. She and her husband use these products, and you can see her husband's testimony on our purelifechangers.com products page. So I am going to take a 5-minute break. At 9 p.m. Eastern, Monday through Thursday night, I walk through what this is all about. I walk through information on the products. I walk through information on the business. And there are a lot of people who are inviting, as they do every night, to our 9 o'clock presentation. But you guys got a little sneak peek tonight of just a small amount of the testimonies. I could go for 4 hours straight with testimonies tonight, with people sharing their live testimonies. I want you to see how real this is. We have people, actually, I'm going to read off a testimony that I got from a medical doctor today who started on the products about 5 years ago for her rheumatoid arthritis, and had a high liver function test from the chemotherapeutic agent she was taking for her rheumatoid arthritis back when she got involved with Pure. And she texted me her entire regimen today, what she takes every day and has for the last 5 years. that has caused her liver function test to go down to normal, that has decreased her SED rate, her inflammation rate, and that has spread out. She used to take chemotherapy every 6 months. Now she's going 13 months without those treatments. And so I am going to be sharing that tonight on our Zoom that will start in 4 minutes at 9 p.m. Eastern. So thank you so much for joining us. I hope this has been inspirational for you. Yes, this is recorded, and we will be putting it up somewhere where everybody can grab it very soon. 5-minute break. We'll be right back. Take care, guys.